Hello, welcome to Garden of Luma, where I provide you with tips for growing edibles in hot climates. Hello everybody, Joe here with Garden of Luma. In today's video, I want to talk a little bit about growing Canistel. If you guys are new to this channel, please subscribe to stay updated on the latest videos. I do a new video every Wednesday and Saturday. Canistel is also referred to as egg fruit or yellow sapote, and I've never actually had this fruit, so I look forward to one day being able to try this fruit. It's not a fruit that's readily available in stores or markets, and from what it's been described to me as, kind of has the texture of an egg yolk, which doesn't really necessarily sound that appealing. Better tasting varieties are a bit more moist and kind of have a fruity pumpkin type taste is what I've heard. So we'll see when I eventually get to try one of these fruits. But I do like the other fruits in this family, so I think that I will like Canistel as well. And so if you guys followed any of my videos throughout the winter, I did a video series called the Canistel Experiment. And what this was just charting the progress of my Canistel seedlings through the winter with no protection, temps that drop down to the mid-20s here on occasion, and just to show you the progress of those, how they made it through the winter. And so I started these seeds last summer, purchased from a place called Fruit Lovers, which I highly recommend for getting your tropical fruit tree seeds. And so I started these last summer. So it's been about a year since I started these seeds. Canistel is in the Potaria family, which consists of fruits like Yellow Sapote, Sapodilla, Abu. And so these trees here in our climate are very slow growing trees. All right, so let's take a look at what they look like right now. Okay, so here is one that I'm growing in a container. The others are in the ground, but I did keep one in a container. This one I did bring indoors too through the really cold nights. So I wanted to make sure that I could at least keep one alive through the winter if the others didn't make it without protection. But as you can see on this one, the leaves here on the lower part are kind of a little mottled there. As you can see, the newer growth here is looking really good. And what I think happened was when I transplanted this to a larger size pot here, I kind of broke up the root ball a little bit. And so it struggled after transplanting down here at the lower part a little bit. But now it seems like it's recovering up top. So it's about, I don't know, 1.5 feet right now. So it is, like I said, very slow growing. Okay, so that's my container Canistel. Let me show you the couple that I have in the ground. Okay, here's one that I have in the ground. And this one was probably the most exposed to cold air and things. And as you can see some of the damage that occurred in the wintertime on these bottom leaves. But overall, it's still looking fairly healthy, still growing. And let me show you the last one that I have. Okay, so this one here is doing really well. And this one, as you can see, had some foliage. There's a bunch of basil around it. It had some foliage around it in the winter, so that kind of helped keep this sheltered a little bit, so it didn't really get damaged at all. So totally unprotected this past winter. No damage, and just looking really healthy right now. Continues to slowly put out growth here. And this one is probably a little over 1 foot tall as well. So really slow growing trees, but can grow here in a hot, dry climate, growing zone 9B, the Phoenix, Arizona desert. It is June now, so we've been extremely hot. pushing around 110 degrees Fahrenheit. And as long as you are giving this adequate shade, plenty of water, you know, it's gonna grow for you here. Do not expect it to just grow like a mulberry or something that's gonna just extremely take off for you. All right, so that's the progress of my Canistel seedlings. And if you remember, I did have one more seedling in the ground. That one is still alive, but it just got kind of engulfed by citronella and different things around it. So it's just really small and it's buried, not getting any sun at all or anything. So I just kind of let that go. But check me out at gardenofluma.com for more tips on gardening and growing fruit trees, especially in hot, dry climates. Thanks for watching.